Hey everyone, this is Jasmine and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will learn how to create a web app with authentication. So here you can see the register and login. We will learn how to create it using ASP.NET Core using identity. So with minimum code we are going to create the login and the register page. So before we start, let's understand what is authentication and authorization. So authentication is the process of determining someone's identity in the system. When a person logs into a website by providing credentials, the system checks if that person exists in the database or not. If the person exists in the database, the system authenticates the user. Otherwise, the user is denied for the authentication. Next is authorization. Once a user has been authenticated, meaning that they are a part of the system, then the user is authorized to access specific parts of an application. For example, on a news website, an author might only be allowed to create posts and only edit the post that they have created, whereas an editor might be allowed to create posts and edit anyone's post. So here the author is not authorized to edit someone else's post, whereas the editor is authorized to edit someone else's post. Now let's create a project. So here you select ASP.NET Core Web Apps Razor Pages. Next, let's give it a name, Authentication Web App. Next, authentication, here select individual accounts and then create. Now the project has been created. Let's execute this project and see how it looks. So here you can see this is the default page created by the ASP.NET. Authentication Web App, this is the name of the project, which we can change it. Home and privacy page. This is a page given by the ASP.NET Core, and then there is a register and login page. So you can see there is a login page where you can add the login details, and there is a registration page. Now we need to update the database, create a database and then update the database so that there is a table in the backend where we can insert the records. Let's do it. So here I have created a database with the name Authentication Web App DB. This is an empty database. It doesn't have any tables in it. So now we will, in a connection string, we will give this database name. So go to the app settings.json file. Here they have given us the default connection string. They have given us the structure of it. Here we need to give a database name and the server name. So here I have modified the connection string. I have given my database name, the server name and the database name. So now we need to update the database. It means that we have to run the migrations. So ASP.NET Core has created a folder, data folder, in that there is a migrations folder and there is an application DB folder. So here it has created a DB context file, application DB context. So this is responsible for communicating with our database that deals with storing the data. And then here is the migrations page. So this is going to create the tables in the database. So all these tables be related to the users, its roles and login, and everything is going to be created in the database. So only thing we need to do is update the database. So this we do it by going to the package manager console, right, update database. Now it has created the tables and it's done. Now let's go to the database and check. You refresh the tables. As you can see, all the tables are created, so the user details and everything can be stored. Now if we run the page and register and try to log in, we will be able to do it. So this is an empty table. Here if you see, let's start from select users. This is an empty table, there is no record in it, but when we create a when we go to the registration page and create a user, one record will be generated. Let's do it. Let's go and see it. So go to register. Confirmed. Now let's check here. As you can see, a record has been created. Now let's go to the login page and try to log in with the same username and password. Invalid attempt. This error is because we need to go to the program file and do some changes. So as you can see in the program files, the entire logic has been created. The services, the DB context, erasers, and the basic logic has been created. Here they have put a condition options that says sign in required confirmed account. This refers to this column, but since this column is false, it is giving us invalid record. But if we modify it, if we remove that condition from the program.cs file, we'll be able to log in. Let's update the program.cs file. Let's remove this condition and execute this page. Login. Username, yeah, we are able to log in. So this is the basic registration and login page given by the .NET. When we select individual user account, we get the login page, register page and logout page. But there are other pages which we can add to the system. Let's see how we can do that. Let's go to Solution Explorer, right click on the project and add new scaffold item. Here select identity. Here you can see a list of items which we can select. So there are confirm email change, login with 2FA, manage email, a lot of pages which we can add, and all these things are added into the folder account. Since I'm not using all these pages for now, so I'll just cancel it. That's all for today. I hope you like my video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching.